I'm gonna wait for a few people to come in. Good morning. Good morning. Where is everybody? Okay. I don't know, you guys, where Daisy is, but I do have a special guest. Come on in.
What do you got? What do you got? Hey, Mark. Hey, Horse Shorts.
Hey, Bernie.
Hey,
Speak up.
Hey, Horse Shorts. Hey, everybody.
Oh my God, is this
I'm
not the greatest?
asking once again for your financial support. What's so funny?
What have you done with Daisy?
I'm right here. Hello, everybody. Is this not the greatest thing ever?
I'm gonna take this home with me. And
You
I'm
can't!
gonna talk to my husband like this. It's very sexy.
You gotta leave it here, man. It's gotta make an appearance a lot. That delightful gift comes from Lori.
Lori, I love this. I'm going to use this constantly.
I'm gonna get into character.
That's the greatest.
Lori wrote, Daisy, hi chicks, Daisy, now when you talk like Bernie, you can look like him too. Keep us laughing, you guys are awesome. From Lori.
So great. I'm going to be using this nonstop. I'm going to scare the crap out of Rob when he comes in.
I'm like, Rob,
Oh my God.
let's go troll for chicks.
It's the greatest. You guys, also, we got a lovely card from Maria who sent us beef
so
jerky,
sweet.
like amazing beef jerky.
Oh, my God.
She is from Massachusetts, she says, and she's including the best beef jerky from Massachusetts from a city called Westfield.
Smell it through the bag.
It is named after the whips the city was renowned for in colonial America, early 1900s, hence Whip City Jerky.
Whip City Jerky.
She said, have you ever had jerky that eats like a chip? Well, now you
Oh,
have.
my God. I'm going to eat like this whole bag.
You will eat half of that bag.
Oh. Well, should we not get our own bags?
Well, it's all different flavors, I think.
Oh, there's Daisy. There's Mock.
And then
There's, what's this?
spicy to share.
To share. We'll share this one, but I get my
yeah,
own.
okay,
I
you
get
get
my
your
own
own.
bag,
You
so
get your
you
own.
can suck it.
I'll be sucking my own
Yeah,
bag.
all right. I get my own bag.
Not only did she send jerky, you guys, but she sent us each
Oh my God.
2 pairs
These
of adorable
are
sunglasses.
so cute.
You know
I
why?
got black and I got red.
I got pink and white, and it's
so
because
excited. I
of
can't get
this.
mine out. Hold on.
you can't see the haters when you've got your love glasses on.
I know I got black ones, you guys. I got black ones.
Isn't that fantastic? Oh my God, Maria, these are fantastic. These are just awesome.
I love these.
Awesome.
And I got red ones too.
Awesome gifts. And then,
And look at our little cases.
I know,
have our
she
names
made
on
them.
Can you stand
well,
it?
and she even drew our names on the
cannot
sunglasses.
deal.
See on the back there?
Oh my
Look, see
God!
how yours
Mine
are
have
like
that
too. Yeah.
too.
It's amazing.
Oh my God! Look.
Isn't that so cute?
Can you stand it?
And she wrote that on the little bags too.
Oh my God.
And then, and this is a surprise for even Daisy. She doesn't know about this yet.
What, I don't know.
I just love surprises. Okay, so you know about the book. Hold up the book.
Okay,
This
here's
is
the book.
from Mark and Rose. And he writes, or they write,
No way.
they write, we know you get a lot of gifts, and rightly so. Many of your listeners are living vicariously through you, letting you say the things they think and wish they had the courage to say. It's our little way of giving back for all you've given us, especially in the darkness that is 2020. Rose is a longtime radio listener. I've listened a little, but mainly see you on YouTube. I enjoy your blend of humor and insight, though most of the pop culture references are lost on me. I really enjoy swords and sorcery, and years ago I ran across a book that I bought just for the title. Chicks in Chainmail is a pretty good read, and the editor's introduction is hilarious. I know you guys are under assault from the trolls and the haters all the time, so I thought you might appreciate some ideas for protection and maybe even some fighting techniques
Look at
if you
this.
need them.
Look at that chick. I mean, I feel like we look a lot alike, that chick and I. Like her, look at her body, don't
Yeah,
you think?
twins.
I mean, it's like we're twins. We're
Samesies.
It's literally the same.
But you guys, what she doesn't know is that they also sent us each $50 in
guys.
Stop it!
What is
Stop!
happening?
You've got to stop. It's
My
too much.
God.
It's too
I'm
much.
getting one on the way home. I'm going to eat my beef jerky and I'm going to have my coffee, you guys.
It's just,
I can't
funny,
deal.
guys. You
Look,
gotta stop
can you
it.
stand it? And I'm going to wear my fabulous sunglasses and then I'm going to pull up to Starbucks and I'm going to be like,
Can I have a venti latte? I want a venti. I want
Oh
the
my
big
God.
one. I want the big ass latte. I'm asking once again
For your financial support.
I cannot deal.
I mean, you guys.
I cannot deal.
You have to stop now.
Seriously,
because
you do. It's enough. It's enough already.
I can't even deal.
So sweet.
There is so much going on.
There's so much.
that can't
I walked in this morning. I've been helping my daughter like get ready for school and everything. I walked in. I was a little late this morning. She's like, "Oh my God, there's so much going on."
There's so much going on.
I mean, above
So
and
much.
beyond the NRA stuff, which I mean, really, I
that's
know.
not even one of
Like
the things.
we can encapsulate that in 20 seconds. The bottom line of that is, okay, fine. That's happening. It's not like everybody was a huge fan of Wayne LaPierre. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen to Wayne LaPierre, but NRA is going to be fine. I feel like NRA is going to be fine. This is obviously a political hit job. And in the paraphrased words of Ari Fleischer yesterday, if you guys heard his comment about it, it's really dumb that they're doing this right before an election. Because it's obviously political,
yeah,
and
it's so obvious.
it's just going to embolden the right. It's going to embolden people who are Second Amendment supporters to go out there and be like, "Oh hell no, you're not taking." NRA is huge, and there are people like I'm an NRA member, and it goes beyond what the if the executives have screwed up, fine, they've screwed up, clean house, get them out of there, get some new people in there, whatever. But my point is you don't go after the Second Amendment, not right before an election. Because that's precisely what this is. They're a representation of the Second Amendment, and it'll just embolden people to get out there and vote, because that's what they're doing.
And so, have they mismanaged some money? Maybe
They
I don't
have,
know.
they probably have, and
But that doesn't even matter.
Clean it
because
up and-
people want to be. They want to have an organization that supports the Second Amendment
and
period.
represents them in that. So
Yeah.
don't you dare try to shut that down. Because
So-
people will be like, I'm going to the polls, and that is exactly what they're doing. So that's that.
So that is just like that's barely even a story at this point.
Right?
Because there's so much other stuff going on.
They just basically hit a wasp nest is what they did with that.
Yeah. Good luck
So,
with that.
mhm.
NRA.
Yeah, good luck
I
with
mean,
that.
New York.
Good luck with that, Democrats.
So, big news of the day, too, is that Trump is putting together an executive order, or maybe already has, that really is saying in 45 days, TikTok and WeChat are going down for real unless there's some sort of something, like a buyout or whatever. But what that's doing now is that he's basically threatening to TikTok in his executive order, or to China, saying that this is going to happen. And so China is, now the fear is that China is going to say, well, then we're going to ban Apple and Microsoft.
Can you even with this?
And
Like, what
everybody's
are they-
worried. Like, the stock market is all like, ooh, because they're scared.
What does that even look like? If you
Well, exactly. You can't not have those things in China.
like people in Beijing are going to be like, okay, we're going to turn on our iPhones, or
There's
just
no
or say
way.
that in Chinese. I don't know, however you say that.
But I mean, say they did, I would think that that would lead to like a massive uprising, which I kind of think is a good thing. Like,
Yeah,
people of China, stop allowing communism. Rise
Yeah,
up.
agreed.
Learn from the Hong Kong folks and just stop putting up with this garbage. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that's a huge thing.
yeah, that's just dumb. So dumb.
So dumb. And then a bunch more came out from Virginia Roberts' old manuscript that was released as part of this document dump.
The Epstein stuff.
Yeah, for the Ghislaine Maxwell
Virginia
stuff.
Jeffrey.
Well, it's Roberts now.
Is it Roberts?
Yeah, or
Okay.
is it? Or was it Roberts and now it's Jeffrey?
I think it was Virginia Jeffrey was her maiden name.
Okay,
Yeah.
but her, you
Yeah.
know, like the main accuser girl.
Yeah. Mhm.
She wrote in her manuscript that Prince Andrew like has a massive foot fetish, and she wrote in great detail about it. Oh God!
So grossed out.
And the way that she's a terrible writer, you guys. It's like she's trying to write erotica,
Well,
but isn't like she's also telling her own story, which makes it really creepy
Well, it's
that
not
that's
like
how
she
she's
spent a lot
writing
of time
it.
in school when she was younger.
That's true, but anyway,
Yeah.
that's gross.
Yeah.
Big story. Bless you.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Corona. Woo.
No, I assure you, it's not the Rona.
Before we get to Claudia Conway, which is another big story, two quick stories. One is that Kanye says he is not running for president, you guys. He is walking. Which, exactly, I was going to say, you're going to need to get that out.
As I went walking, I have a blue thing on my face. I went walking, everybody, walking.
So Kanye is walking for president.
Yes.
That is a direct quote. So that's also happening. And remember Chrissy Teigen and her big boycott Goya thing?
You just remember her just being Chrissy Teigen.
So now
Yeah.
she posted on her social media that she was preparing a meal and she had all the ingredients gathered together. And you know how celebrities like to take pictures of everything?
Mm-hmm.
So she took a picture of the spread of ingredients for the meal she was about to prepare. And front and center is a can of Goya something. So her everybody is ripping on her now.
How did she not know,
know.
that was there?
I know. She's probably going to try to say something like, well, I already had that one. Like, I didn't buy more. I just had that. I don't know what she's going to say. But she's getting ripped on for it, and rightly so.
As she should be ripped for it.
Mm-hmm.
God, what an idiot.
And then, before we get to Claudia, because I feel like we're going to spend the most time on that.
Well,
but
Claudia
we need to say
thing.
that Joe Biden tried to apologize for the whole racist comment that he made yesterday, and it was a massive fail.
And liberals are trying to rationalize for him. I mean, y'all have seen this, right? Like, the Washington Post tried to cover for him. There was a guy at the WAPO that tried to cover for him. They were like, I don't think, there was one guy, I can't remember his name because I don't care, but he was like, I don't really think this is what he meant. I mean, that's not what I heard.
Oh my God.
I mean, I knew that this was going to happen. I called it yesterday. I was like, they're going to cover for him because they cover for him all the time. No matter how full of dementia he is, no matter how racist he is, he constantly gets cover. Can you imagine if Trump said this?
Oh my God. This would be national news. This would be international news for weeks.
It's just, yeah. There would
Weeks.
be people's heads would just they would be exploding all over the streets.
Yeah.
You know,
For real.
but because it's him, he gets a pass. This is what happens. It's so obvious now what's going on in this country.
And so he released a 3-part tweet to clarify his remarks. So you tell me if this is clarified. He wrote, earlier today, I made some comments about diversity in the African American and Latino communities that I want to clarify. In no way did I mean to suggest that the African American community is a monolith, not by identity, not on issues, not at all. Except that that's exactly what he said,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this does not clarify. It simply says, in no way did I actually mean what I said.
It just says the opposite.
He went on. Throughout my career, I've witnessed the diversity of thought, background, and sentiment within the African American community. It's this diversity that makes our workplaces, communities, and country a better place. My commitment to you is this: I'll always listen, I'll never stop fighting for the African American community, and I'll never stop fighting for a more equitable future. That's not a clarification.
No,
that's not an apology.
it's just-
That's literally him trying to say he didn't say what he said,
Yeah.
even though he said it.
And it's just a bunch of bullshit political speech. You know, that's all it is. It's all it is. It's all he's ever done. And that's all he's ever going to do.
But the headline on Daily Mail is like, Joe Biden apologizes. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
In no place in that entire statement did he say, I am deeply sorry. I regret what I said. I have remorse. I am contrite. Nowhere.
No.
Nowhere.
And he probably doesn't even remember what he said. You know, let's just get
Honey,
real.
I just cannot even take how ridiculous
Yeah.
that statement was.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Of course somebody else wrote the tweet. Of course they
Oh,
did.
yeah. I mean, that's a
He
given.
doesn't do his own tweets. I mean, like I said, he barely remembers probably what he said yesterday or the day before or the day before that. He's not all there. He doesn't know what he's saying.
And so they're gonna release a statement that literally says the exact opposite of what Joe Biden actually
Yeah.
said, and pretend that somehow makes it better.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It
It doesn't
doesn't.
change anything.
Yeah,
He
but-
showed his true colors in that moment.
Listen, you see that, and I see that, and they see that, but liberals will continue to make excuses for this guy. They will do it. They are so full of hate that they will be like, we're going to settle for this. We're going to settle. We're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to listen to it. We're going to filter it. And we're going to pretend that it's not racist. We're just going
Oh
to
my
pretend.
God.
We're going to pretend it is. And then we're going to pretend that Orange Man over there is racist. Because that's what the media keeps telling us. I mean, they're so brainwashed. They're so completely brainwashed. It's gross. I don't know what to do to make people snap out of it. I don't know what to say. I have friends that think that he's the guy,
What in the world?
and that Trump is actually racist.
I mean,
It's craziness. It's like living.
nuts.
It's like living in Crazyville. You can't convince people otherwise, because hatred is a really powerful thing. It's very, very powerful, especially when it's been pumped to you by the media 24/7.
this is what I think. This is what gaslighting feels like. Where I now feel crazy.
Yeah.
After reading Joe Biden's clarification, I now feel crazy
His apology.
because I'm just
when it
like,
wasn't an apology.
how are people in the world accepting this?
Yeah, they are. There are a lot of people because they're sheep.
That makes me feel crazy.
They are sheep.
He's gaslighting me right now.
Yeah, well, these are people who don't know how to think critically, and they just look at the media and they're like, please, media, tell me what to think. I'm going to continue to think how you want me to think. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you, media. This is what they do. I'm just, we're
Freaking
not those people.
robots.
Yeah.
No, we're not. All right. Claudia Conway.
You guys, this kid,
God.
15-year-old Claudia Conway, she's the daughter of George and Kellyanne Conway. If you haven't been following this story,
She is
wow.
a hellion. That
Oh my
kid.
God. I mean, it's like it's like a parent's worst nightmare, okay? Now, I don't give any grace at this point to Kellyanne and George. I can't do it. I wanted to at the beginning, and I did. I feel like we did. We gave him some grace.
I mean, we tried,
yeah.
but
At this point, you got to handle it. You got to lock that down.
I mean, it's not hard. You take the phone
Yeah.
and you put it away.
And I probably at this point, if I were Kelly, I'm not going to speak for George. 'Cause that guy, I don't. That guy, I don't even want. I can't. But with her, if I were, because I'm a mom, I can't really talk about what the dad would do at this point. But if I were her, I'd probably just take a leave of absence or leave my job at this point and I'd handle.
That's the
my
thing.
kid.
I don't think Kellyanne could possibly be providing much value right now at work with this going on, because now we've reached a point where Claudia is accusing her of years of abuse.
Yeah.
So now we're at another level.
It's
right?
She's wanting to hire a pro bono lawyer, and
She's asking for names of lawyers and how she can do that.
Yeah.
She released a video on TikTok that's now gone, but there's still hundreds of videos out there on her TikTok feed where she just says awful things and accuses Kellyanne of awful things, saying that she had her arrested.
Yeah.
That Kellyanne had her arrested. There's all kinds of stuff about how she's been emotionally abused for years. She said things about her past year that it sounds like she's been at boarding school, but then she was also kicked out of that school.
Ugh.
She's been caught smoking. She's tried to commit suicide. She's been diagnosed with like a
All sorts of-
huge
well,
heap of
she
things.
says she's been. This is what we don't know if this is true.
Right. I mean, she says that she told Kellyanne that she was sexually harassed or abused by someone at the school, and that Kellyanne didn't believe her and just said, no, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, this is coming from her, so we can assume that that's correct, or you don't know. I mean, they would have to be validated by Kellyanne, or we don't know that you're hearing one side of the story,
Right.
and that's from the 15-year-old.
And
So-
she's goading her on Twitter. Like, she's saying things to Kellyanne on Twitter saying, look at all of my stuff gets way more attention than yours. I mean, it's really sick what's going on with this family right now. And the fact that this child is still allowed to have these accounts is blowing my mind.
Yeah, I don't.
It's blowing my mind.
See, that's the thing, is that these are really easy things to take away and to turn off, and that's what I don't understand, how she even has a freaking phone. I don't get it. When you're a child, you can, as a parent, you can take those things away. In this day and age, I don't know what it is. Do people feel as though they have to give these things to kids? Because you don't. You
Right.
don't have to give these things to children.
You don't have to let the kid out of the house.
Yeah.
If she's not, maybe she doesn't have a phone and she's using a friend's phone or she's using a friend's computer, then don't let her be over at the friend's house.
Well,
you keep her at home.
And then again, if you look at all the videos, she looks like she's alone.
Well, that's true. I mean, I
So
don't
I
know
don't-
how she's doing this.
Because we watched a ton of TikTok videos this morning. She and I did,
Yeah.
just to kind of get an idea of what this is all about. And she looks like she's completely alone. So it's really just, it's very sad and it's very strange. And I don't know. It's hard to know what goes on behind closed doors. You just can't assume anything.
Right.
But
But she's like opening the doors in a way that is entirely inappropriate.
She is opening up their lives in a very strange way, and now we're seeing a lot of stuff that we probably shouldn't see.
And at the same time, she's yelling at the media for exploiting a 15-year-old girl. And how dare they cover her actual videos? Like, how dare we talk about it, right? When she puts it all out there, how dare we talk about it? Well, stop doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Claudia, but you are, because of yourself and your family, you're now in the public eye.
And a lot of cursing, and a lot of middle fingers, and a lot of it's just all
worst kid ever.
A lot of inappropriateness, and just a lot of just mouthy and just disrespectful, and
she's awful.
She's just a kind of a nightmare. And the thing that sucks is, I've said this on our regular show. One day she's going to be 30. She'll be 35. She'll be 40 years old. And this crap lives forever. She's going to look at these videos because they will live forever. This is what kids don't understand. Kids don't understand that all the social media garbage, it stays forever. And so that's one thing we try to teach our kids, right? Is that you're going to be an idiot when you're a kid.
Yeah.
We're all idiots when we're kids, when we're teenagers. That's the whole point of being a teenager, is being an idiot, right? And you make mistakes, but your parents are supposed to guide you and sort of navigate you through that teenagerhood. So you're not so much of an idiot that you look back at 40 and go, oh my God, what did I do? And you look back at 30 and you can't get a job because
Well, I mean, we just talked about, what's her name? The 17, what's her name? Maddie Ziegler or whatever her name is, having to apologize for comments and videos that she made when she was 9. So, and she's only 17. So, I mean, she's already so screwed because of all the stuff that she's already put out there.
Yeah.
I mean, she's really messing up her entire life and doesn't have a clue that that's what she's doing.
Somebody said, is she mentally ill? Okay, well,
she says she is.
She says she is. And if that's the case, perhaps one of the parents or, maybe needs to step down from their job for a little while or take a leave of absence and help her out.
I mean, handle it. Because what they're doing right now is allowing her to have a phone, allowing her to socialize. Because there's one video that was just from last night.
Yeah.
Where like one of her friends is saying, say Trump 2020 before we go anywhere. And so she says it. And it's like, they made me say it. So she's clearly socializing. She is out with friends.
Yeah.
Why? Why is she allowed to do that?
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be getting the help that she needs if in fact she is mentally ill.
And she listed like 5 different diagnoses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like OCD, bipolar, depressive disorder. I mean, like a whole litany of them. She's a mess.
Yeah.
She sounds fun.
Rob!
Come here, Rob. We have a visitor.
Rob!
Rob.
What?
What do you got?
Oh, shit. That's awesome. That's great.
Is that not the greatest thing ever?
I love it.
Rob! We should go trolling for chicks, Rob. You and me.
That's from Lori.
That's
I'm asking once again for your financial support.
Isn't that the greatest?
Hey,
What are you wearing?
Rob.
You got your turtles on?
Ninja Turtles?
Hey, Rob.
You know I'm not a fan of turtles.
Yeah, but what about the Ninja
When they're
Turtles?
Teenage Mutant Ninja ones.
Then it's a little better, actually.
You ever seen that movie?
No.
You ever seen the
Rob, you
cartoon?
want to try on my glasses?
No, thanks.
We thought that was a gift. You sure? You
not
look
safe.
really...
No, it's not safe. That's not safe.
It's not
Oh my,
safe.
God.
Oh my God.
You are such a wuss.
Look, like you're like an antique shop here now with all the stuff you guys have. Like,
I
it's
know
Oh my
we
God.
are. We are like
We got beef
at the
jerky, too.
antique shop. You don't
got
get
beef
get
jerky.
any of my jerky.
And like, we got gift
You
cards
get
to
none of it.
Starbucks.
You get none of my jerky.
People are so nice to
He's
us.
gonna
It's
make
ridiculous.
us. He's gonna make a sick joke about that.
Oh my God,
Like
it's not
I
a
said, you
genre.
don't get any of my jerky, and he's sort of going. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know how you can make a perverted joke out of
Make
that.
anything sexual.
Everything.
Literally anything.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for Q&A.
Oh, it's Q&A.
And because it's Friday and
Can
we've
I-
spent so much time doing other things.
Okay.
Hi, you guys. What's up? What's happening?
We
Don't
can-
look at my zit. I'm growing like a new zit right here.
Oh,
It's
you
like one of
guys!
those
Now
underground
everybody's
ones.
looking at your zit.
Okay, don't look at it. Don't. Oh, my husband refused to put up screen over the hole
Why?
because, well, I had another pipe burst yesterday. So in a whole other bathroom. So I had Fast Track come out and the guy told him, it's fine. He told me, it's fine. There's not going to be any creatures that come out of the hole. I've been in your crawl space. It's fine.
Oh.
And so then my husband was like, see? And so he didn't put up the screen. So I still have a gaping hole.
Okay.
And I'm not convinced that there's not going to be creatures. Anyway, what's happening?
What's going on? What's happening?
I don't know what TMNT stands for. Does that mean?
What does Daisy's shirt say? It says the Varsity in Atlanta. It's a place to eat. The Varsity.
TMNT.
What do you have?
What does that stand for?
What does what say?
TMNT.
I
Somebody
don't,
put
I
that.
don't know
and
what
that is.
TMNT means. I don't know. Rob is adorable. We'll tell him that. He knows it. He knows it.
Why can't we start a protest to completely open up? I'm
Well,
sorry,
I
but
mean-
that would not be considered a noble protest, and you're only allowed to start noble protests
It's a great,
in the
it's a
Black
great
Lives
point,
Matter
though. It's a
thing.
really great point.
Did you not hear that?
Where can we get the shirt that you're wearing? At the Varsity in Atlanta. My sister got it. My sister lives in Atlanta. She got it at the Varsity in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
Hello. Just signed up to work and encourage
Oh.
everyone to do the same.
The release of Trump's financial, that's what we thought was going to be happening yesterday, and it wasn't. It was about
Yeah,
the
it was
NRA.
about the NRA. That was like such a total turnaround from
So
where we thought it was
dumb.
going to be. Glad Rob left before you said, I have a gaping hole. Did you hear that? Everybody was so confused because she said when we were talking about the hole in my floor, she was like, that's a big ass hole. And then people were like, you said big asshole.
I
And
did.
it wasn't like that.
It wasn't.
You were talking about just
I know, it was.
Anyway.
I know. People thought I cursed, but technically I didn't.
Yes, Governor DeWine tested positive before meeting Trump and then negative when he got home.
What does that mean? Well, because the testing is just bogus.
It is kind of bogus, you guys.
It's all bogus. Michigan voting her back in?
Oh, I think they mean Talib because Talib won her primary.
Talib.
I know. I don't know what y'all are doing up there in Michigan.
Yeah, the Varsity has good food. It's good. It's really greasy.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That's TMNT. Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Thank you
We're a little
for
slow on the uptake
That
there.
clarification. Need to paint a Back the Blue mural in Indy. Well, wouldn't that be great? Because right now there's a Black Lives Matter one happening on Indiana Street, which is totally. It's probably done. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I never go
yeah.
on that street, but I'm guessing it's done.
There's a Varsity about a mile from me in Kennesaw. Yeah, Kennesaw.
Just so you know, the NRA supported the red flag law. Okay.
I saw a little bit of Tucker last night.
I did not see it. Good morning.
Oh, the checkpoints in New
Yeah,
York
we
City
talked about
are
that
just
yesterday.
so dumb and communist. I'll be on the plane right
And
now.
now the mayor and the governor are fighting, right? Because Governor Cuomo was like, please, rich people, come back to New York City. We need your money. We need it. And now de Blasio's like, no, we don't. In fact, we're going to tax you even higher. Take that. So now they're totally fighting again.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. New York City is so crazy.
Students in Georgia testing positive with fast results. Others are waiting weeks. How come?
Yeah, I don't know why there's not consistency in
I
testing.
don't know. There is no the testing is so stupid.
It's all over the place. I think that
the
whole world's gone crazy.
Yeah, the whole world has gone crazy.
Why would you worry about Rob, though? There's no reason to worry about Rob.
Rob's okay.
Rob's fine.
New viewer. Hi, new viewer. I didn't catch your name. Is it Tommy?
I missed
think
it
it
too.
was
It
Tommy.
goes so fast. The comments just slip by.
Anyone pay attention that there have been terrorist
No
attacks?
terrorist
No, and you know what else we're not paying attention to? Epstein's case. No one gives two craps about Bill Clinton. There's
Yeah.
nothing. I did a Google search 2 days ago to see about Clinton and how he went off with two girls, you know, and that because that was something that Virginia Jeffrey reported and said. No news on that. No one's reporting on it. No one. What they wanted to report on was how Jeffrey Epstein was a member of Mar-a-Lago, because that was really important that he was a member. But then Trump kicked him out because he tried to like sexually harass some girl, some teenage girl at the club who was a daughter of a big businessman there. And that's why he kicked him out. That was the story. But no one gives two craps that Bill Clinton was like, I guess he went there 5 times unsupervised. But he was on the Lolita Express 26 times. No one cares. Why is he not in jail?
Well, I mean, only Glenn is in jail at this point. There needs to be some serious.
Why is Bill Clinton
And why is this trial going to take so long?
Yeah,
why is it going to
why-
not start until next summer?
Why is the FBI not raiding Bill Clinton's house? I don't understand this. This is what pisses me off. No one is reporting. No one.
Multiple fires and explosions all over the place. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Like every time I get onto Twitter, there's like another city that's on fire. It's madness. I
think-
don't know what's going on.
Liberals are probably disappointed, but I think they're salivating over the NRA imploding.
I mean,
They're salivating.
Okay, good luck with that.
They think the NRA is just going to come toppling down. That woman she's a moron. It's not going to happen. Good luck with that.
You can't do more than, it's got to be a short comment, you guys, because
Yeah.
these are too long to read.
The
and then
ones
we
that
don't
say,
see 'em.
because if it's more than 2 lines, it says see more, we can't read it.
And we're not gonna pause.
We can't because we don't have
don't.
we just have this. And it's
Go
not,
to Starbucks with your Bernie mask.
I'm totally
instead.
going to, and I'm going to be like,
Ah, venti.
And give it for free, right?
maybe I should videotape that and then post it.
Have you seen the list of the people on airplane flights? Oh, on the Epstein flight? Yeah.
And why is it just Bill Clinton? You're right. No, but we're not hearing about any of these people, which makes you know that this whole thing is all, everybody's in on it. I'm not just wearing a tinfoil hat. If it were anybody else, we would have heard about it on the news.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton went there, and he was seen there, and he was with young girls, and that is not okay. Why isn't he in jail? Why?
People that vote Democrat don't have 2020 vision.
Okay, that's true.
Hillary destroyed Bill's history when she...
When she shut down the server.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All the emails Hillary deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, first black chief of staff in the United States Air Force. That's right. That was a pretty amazing moment. And it's true. No one talks about it because,
No
of
one
course,
does.
Trump is a racist. Meanwhile, Joe Biden is a literal racist.
He is a literal racist.
I mean,
Yeah.
Not just the kind that liberals try to paint everybody as,
Yeah, because
right?
we're all racist, right? Except for Joe Biden, who is an actual racist.
Oh my God. This
It's
world.
unbelievable.
Your makeup looks so awesome. What brand do you use?
Oh my gosh, you're so
I have
sweet.
like such a mix of everything.
I have a big
Some
mix.
Maybelline.
Yeah.
Some CoverGirl.
Maybe it's Maybelline. we're very cheap.
Very cheap.
Yeah, really cheap. This is old school and cheap. Yeah.
But for real. I mean, CoverGirl and Maybelline.
Yeah, she's CoverGirl.
And I only wear just eyeliner, mascara, and lipstick. That's it. I don't wear anything else.
I have a lot of, I actually do wear makeup, but it's because I had skin cancer in my face years ago, and I wear 50 SPF on my face every day. I'm so anal retentive about it, you guys.
And I am not. I just go in the sun every day.
I just don't. That's
so
why
bad.
that's why I'm so pasty white. Is because I just don't. I don't like to have any sun on my face anymore because I had skin cancer on my face years ago.
Biden's brother owns an island close to Epstein's? Really? I didn't know that. What? I keep seeing these letters. What do they stand for?
What
Is it the
letters?
TNMT? It's the Teenage Mutant or TMNT?
Probably.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What's happening with Ellen and her TV show? She'll still have a show.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be fine. But it is weird how like everyone is just joink on her.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
like, she's a biatch.
I mean, it's weird. Right?
I believe it. I believe that she's not nice. Because it's always the people that they paint as being like super duper
Right.
nice that end up just being these awful people.
Because remember when Rosie O'Donnell was the queen of nice, and then her true
And look
colors
at her.
came out.
She's
awful.
She's a garbage human. She's
She's
terrible.
awful.
Yeah, this is the thing. They tried. They are the media. This is why you should never trust the media. Everything they say, just believe the opposite.
For real. At this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Uh-huh.
We need to hear from Assange. God, I completely forgot about him.
I did too. The last I heard, wasn't he sleeping with Pamela Anderson?
No. I mean, that wasn't the last.
And then
you
he was
heard.
throwing poop on the walls. He was
That may have been the last you
smearing
heard.
his poop on the walls. Ew.
And
Nobody
then
wants to
he's
get with
sick.
that.
I don't know
Nobody
where
should
he
want to
even
get
is.
with that.
Where is he?
I think he's in some sort of South American country, isn't he?
I don't even know.
Isn't he
I've
in a-
forgotten completely
I
about
thought
him.
he was in a South American country. I don't care. I want to not care.
I don't. care.
Okay,
I mean, now that somebody piqued my interest, I'm just like, wait, I totally forgot about him.
Yeah, liberals do attack their own.
Are you guys going to ever give your thoughts on QAnon?
You want to give a thought on that?
I don't have a lot of thoughts on it, to be frank. I don't get into the rabbit hole, and so I don't know enough to really have a thought to give you.
I mean, there are some things that they talk about that I will go, it'll pique my interest,
Yeah.
and I'll look at it and I'll be like,
But we are far from being in that world.
yeah. But then there are other things that I'm like, that's not going to pique my interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellen allegedly went to the Epstein Island. Well, that's odd.
Is it though? Is it odd?
I don't know.
There were young girls there.
I don't. Ew.
Why is that odd?
Maybe it's not odd.
It's no more odd than a Bill Clinton going there.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
There are tunnels between the islands? Wow.
Jeez, that's
This
crazy.
is quite a little network, isn't it? Did you hear Katz on the Indiana coronavirus death breakdown? No, we don't actually listen to his show.
I actually did. I actually did hear
Oh,
that.
you did
I
hear
did
it?
hear that this morning.
I don't ever listen.
Yes, 68% of the Indiana, the ones here that died from coronavirus were in nursing homes.
68?
68%.
Wow.
And
well,
the-
wait, we should definitely close all the schools
Well,
then.
yeah, that's the point. The point, and that's just the data that I'm serious. That it makes you just. Let's just round it up to 70%.
Right.
And that makes you go, okay, well then open everything up.
I know.
This is so dumb.
So dumb.
It's so dumb.
so dumb. They don't like Ellen because she likes Bush. I mean, really? Is that what's going on here? That's why she's being canceled because of
is
like
that-
a year-old picture?
I don't know.
Maybe even more than that
I
at
don't-
this point?
I don't know.
And the Oprah backlash. I don't know much about the Oprah backlash.
She's on the white fragility train.
Oh,
now.
but I mean, is that why she's getting backlash? I didn't know she was.
I didn't know she was getting backlash. I didn't think Oprah ever got backlash.
Yeah, because she is Oprah.
I cannot wait for the debates.
I just want them to happen. And I want them to happen earlier than the end of September. Why is it taking so long?
They're going to happen.
Oh my God.
No one does a story on Bill Clinton's black son. Right. No one does stories on the Clintons ever.
Yeah.
They never do any
They
stories
just
where
had Hillary on TV shows.
they just
all the
always
time.
talk about how great Hillary is. They never ever do stories on the Clintons ever and how skeevy and awful they are.
God,
ever.
They are so skeevy.
They're the worst. They're the literal worst.
the literal worst.
Mm-hmm.
No one died. What?
No, nobody's died from anything else this year except for COVID.
Right.
And we actually have a story in our lineup today about how cancer diagnoses are down. They have plummeted
Yeah, because people aren't getting screenings.
because people aren't getting screens, and that is going to be really bad. Like you're going to see, they're projecting like in the next 5 to 7 years, that's going to fare really bad for people because they're not going in and getting screenings, and so there's going to be probably a huge increase in cancer, people dying of cancer.
in
Because-
later stages.
in later stages because they're not going and getting screenings because of this COVID bullcrap. So this is bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, Oprah said white people have advantages. I know. We talked about that on our show yesterday.
Yeah.
Her ridiculous white privilege. I mean, she's on that train as hard as you can be on it,
Yeah.
right? And
So she's-
sitting in her billions.
Yeah, she's like a gajillionaire and she's talking to a bunch of white women who fawn all over her and do everything she says for them to do. But she's saying to them, you have more privilege than I do and you're more powerful than I am. Okay.
They don't report on the Clintons because they don't want to commit suicide. Yeah, they don't want to be suicided.
Yeah, exactly.
What else? I don't think the debates will happen and the media will blame Trump. That's going to be a tough sell, I think, for them to blame Trump.
Yeah, they
when
can't.
Trump clearly wants one. He's asking for a fourth, in fact.
They'll try to sell it, but, there's no way. Smart people know.
There will be a reduction in funding for cancer research. That would be the dumbest
Worst.
mistake of all time.
Worst thing.
Oh my God. We can't see our doctors in person for other things because of COVID.
That's
it's true.
and that's why people aren't getting diagnoses that they desperately need.
My mom died 3 days ago of COPD cancer. I'm sorry,
sorry.
Sean.
So sorry.
Debates will be the best two-ring circus. Oh, I missed the rest of that.
I've started telling people to shut up their Fauci.
Shove it up your Fauci.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's perfect. Too long. The numbers on COVID cases.
I've
and
never,
then, like,
ever,
a
ever in my
paragraph.
life fawned over Oprah. Yeah, I mean, I don't either.
But people do, man.
But when
They're like,
they're-
oh, she told me to read this book.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God,
read
I'm
it.
going to read it. I'm going to buy this
Yeah.
thing. I'm going to read every book she tells me to read.
It's so weird.
It is. It's like, just, God, get a life.
Oprah does have green privilege. Money
Yeah,
talks.
she
That's
has-
exactly right.
She has a lot of privilege.
Will the debates take place in Biden's basement? I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to do this on camera, like in a remote area where he's
Yeah.
got people feeding him what to
totally.
say.
I absolutely agree with you. And that is not the way it should go.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, they can be on opposite sides of a room, but they need to be in the same room.
need to be in the
with
same room.
nothing backing them up, right?
Yeah.
A podium, pieces of paper that they brought with them. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know about there's been a cure for cancer for decades, but pharma's hiding it. I hear that a lot, and I just cannot imagine that
Well,
is
there
a
are
thing.
too many different kinds of cancer. I think people think there's just like one kind of cancer and you just cure that cancer. And it's not the way it works.
That's not how that
Not how any of that works.
works. Would not put my dad in a nursing home in Michigan. Don't blame you.
Michelle is totally depressed.
I know
you
we
guys.
talked about Michelle Obama's
in her giant
depression.
coastal mansion. She's really depressed.
I mean, we were brought to tears talking about it
You
yesterday.
guys, I know it's
So
really sad.
upsetting.
You guys pray for her.
I mean, because have you seen that mansion on the coast, you guys? It's only like, I don't know, 20,000 square feet. How is she supposed to survive?
She's very depressed.
It's very upsetting.
It is.
Flight list of Epstein was posted. Yeah, we've been seeing
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. But nobody's talking about it anymore.
It's old news.
Nobody cares.
Big Pharma putting out negative ads about Trump. I haven't seen those yet. Trump should go to Joe's house to debate. Yeah, I mean, Trump could. He could just be like, you know what? I will come to you.
Yeah.
I will happily come to your basement.
I'll wear a hazmat suit. Let's get it on.
They'll have a 30-second delay to control Biden's answers.
Yeah, that's the thing. They'll totally, because he's a puppet.
In any debate, Biden will be entertaining.
I
Yup.
cannot wait for this debate. I can't wait.
Liberalism is a mental disorder, indeed.
It has definitely become that. It's become that.
Trump should debate others that are running if Biden won't. What? You mean like Kanye? Because Kanye is not running, he is walking for president.
Yeah, a lot of these celebrities think we care what they think. We don't care.
I'd be depressed married to Obama too. Obamas were middle class and now millionaires. Yeah, everybody's like so harping on, I want to see Trump's finances. I want to see the finances of all the people who've gotten rich from being public servants.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Trump was rich
Yeah,
before.
it's like Nancy Pelosi. She's one I'd love to see her finances. How'd you get to be? How do you have a $24,000 fridge and eating $14 a pop ice cream, and you have a gated like gajillion-dollar mansion? It's like, because what? Because you're a public servant? That's not how it's supposed to be, y'all. And we've set it up, and that's why she so desperately wants to hold on to that power. That's why all these people want to hold on to power, is because we've done this. Somebody said a good zhuzh would make Michelle Obama feel better. They must have listened to our show yesterday. She needs a good zhuzh.
Because I was like, that was like a first, I'd never heard that word, you guys, the zhuzh word, until I saw it on the internet the night before last, and I was like, zhuzh, that means like to adjust yourself, like fix your hair or whatever. And I was like, how do you spell it? So then we figured that out. That is Z-H-U-Z-H. Zhuzh.
Yes.
I mean, I did not know that that was a thing.
You can zhuzh your hair, like
You
you
can
can
zhuzh
zhuzh your
it,
hair. You
or
can
like-
zhuzh your face.
yeah,
Yeah,
you-
zhuzh yourself.
It's like to make a slight adjustment
Uh-huh.
in your appearance for the better.
zhuzh.
That's an official Merriam-Webster definition.
yeah, zhuzh yourself.
What else? Tape his mouth shut and put a speaker under his mask in the debate.
Thank you, Kelly. You have a great weekend too. Is it time, Rob?
It's time.
Pelosi's husband made all of his money in China.
China.
Yeah, I figured she had some wealth on the other side of that little family.
You know what today is, you guys? It's Screaming
Screaming
Goat
Goat
80s
80s
Friday. You guys, if you can't listen to our show live, you should be able to stream it. If you can't stream it for some reason, listen to some 80s music in honor of our show today. And some
But
Screaming
really don't.
Goats.
Just go to WIBC.com and listen to our show. 9 to 11. That's when it's going to
You
be.
gonna say hi to everybody? You're just gonna stare them down.
Why
That'll
are you,
work for
what-
you.
Oh my God.
Why are you giving that mean old glare?
Such a brat.
mean.
He's a total brat, you guys. Bring it in.
Thank you so much to
Oh my
Lori for the Bernie thing, and to Mark and Rose for the gift card and the book,
What do you gotta?
and to Maria for the jerky and the glasses.
What do you
So
gotta,
nice.
everybody?
Oh my God, he's such a brat.
Okay.
You guys, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend.
You're not bringing it in.
I already did. We
Oh, you did?
We already did it. Yeah, you did.
I
We
did?
Yeah, we already did one.
I did.
We're
I feel
doing
like
it.
I
We're doing
didn't do
another one, you
this.
guys. We're doing another one. Bring it in. You guys have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Uh-oh, I didn't turn it off.